Hello and welcome to the beautiful island of Formentera. Today we will be practicing a 40 minutes vinyasa yoga class for strong legs. Most of the asanas will challenge and strengthen our leg muscles. So let's get ready. Start by finding yourself in a comfortable position. You can either place your hands in Chin Mudra, palms facing up, or in Jnana Mudra, palms facing down. Or you can also just place your hands in front of you, whatever you may prefer. Now close your eyes. Slowly arrive in this present moment on your mat. Now I invite you to sing Om with me 3 times. Exhale, and with your next inhalation, prepare for Om. In order to calm our mind and stimulate energy, we'll now do a breathing technique, the full yogic breath. It involves consciously breathing into 3 different parts of our lungs. Inhale, breathe into your belly, then expand the ribs, and now draw the breath into the upper chest and shoulders. Now exhale, release the chest, then your ribs, and finally your belly. Now do a few rounds at your own pace. Now do one last round. And slowly open your eyes and get ready for your warm-up. Now start by doing a few neck rolls. Slowly rotate. Inhale as you come back and exhale as you come forward. Now to the other side. Now come back to center, place your hands on your shoulders and rotate them to the front. And now backwards. And now release. Place your hands on your knees for some seated cat and cows. Inhale, arch your back, and exhale, round your back. Inhale, arch, and exhale, round your back. Do a few more here at your own pace. And now come into your tabletop position. Your shoulders are stacked over your wrists. And now bring in some movement by circling your whole upper body. Rotate over your wrists. And then bring your buttock towards your feet. Do a few rounds here and afterwards change the direction. And then come back into your tabletop position. Make sure your hands are again stacked underneath your shoulders. Now lift your hands off the mat and come onto your fingertips. Now let your fingertips point toward your body and make some small rotations here if that's comfortable for you. If not, you can just simply lean back a bit and feel the stretch in your wrists. And now turn your hands back, fingertips pointing away from you. Bring weight into your hands and raise your right leg into the air. Now bring your knee towards your chest, really scrunch your upper body here. And back. Scrunch and back into the air. Really engage your glutes here as well as your core. One more time. And then bring your knees towards your elbow. Repeat this a few times. And then come back with your legs stretched into the air and rotate your ankle from one direction and also to the other direction. And now come back into tabletop position, raise your left leg into the air and now repeat everything on the other side. Scrunch your upper body, knee to the chest and exhale back into the air. The glute and core muscles are engaged. And now bring your leg towards your elbow. Leg stays in the air and now rotate your ankle into both directions. And now release your leg and come into a seat. Shake out your wrists a bit. Do whatever movement feels good right now. And then come to the front of your mat and we begin with Sun Salutation A. Inhale, raise your arms up into the sky. Exhale, fall forward from the hips. Inhale, straighten your spine. And exhale, step back. Knees, chest and chin to the ground. Inhale, Cobra. And exhale into your first downward dog. Hips up into the sky. Your spine is straight. Rotate the shoulders out. You can bend the knees here if you want to, and breathe here. Now bend your knees and step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, straighten your spine. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, arms up all the way into the sky. Exhale, hands in Anjali Mudra in front of your heart. Now inhale, arms up into the sky. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, spine straight. And exhale, step or jump back. Lower halfway and inhale, push the floor away. Open your chest. Stay here and look over your shoulder. To the right and to the left. Repeat a few times here. And then come into your downward dog. Spread the fingers, hips up into the sky, and breathe here. Now bend your knees, step or jump in between your hands. Inhale, spine straight. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, arms up into the sky. And exhale, hands in Anjali Mudra. One round of breath here. Sun salutation B. Inhale, come into your chair pose. And exhale, fall forward. Inhale, spine straight. And exhale, step or jump back. Lower halfway, inhale upward, and exhale downward facing dog. Right foot in between your hands, left foot in a 45-degree angle, warrior one. Hands back to the mat, right leg steps back, halfway down, inhale upward, and exhale downward facing dog. Left leg in between your hands, come into your warrior one. Hands back to the mat, step back into your plank and stay here. Tap your knees alternately to the floor and core is engaged. One more time on each side. And then lower halfway, inhale upward and exhale downward facing dog. Catch your breath here. And now bend your knees, step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, arms up to the sky. And exhale, hands in Anjali Mudra. One round of breath here. With your next inhalation, come back into your chair pose. Tilt the pelvis towards the front and come onto your tippy toes. And stay here. Arms either up in the sky or you can also bring them down next to you. Engage your core and your thighs and keep your balance here. And then release, come into your forward fold. Inhale, straighten your spine. Exhale, step or jump back. Halfway down, inhale upward. And exhale, downward facing dog. Stay here. And then with your next inhalation, raise your right leg into the sky and make small pulses here. Point your foot and engage the glutes. Now step back in between your hands, left foot in a 90-degree angle and come into your warrior two. Bend your front knee, arms are active and the core is engaged. Gaze to the front middle finger. Now flip your palm, shift forward and come into your reverse warrior. Right arm up into the sky, open your chest and gaze toward your hand. Now back into warrior two and straighten your right leg. Bend forward, place your hand in your shin, ankle or to the floor, or you can also use a block. For support, make sure your arms are in one line. Gazes to the sky, engage the core. Share the weight between your legs and your upper arm. Now gaze to the floor and come back into your warrior two. Bend your front knee. And now cartwheel the hands down, step your right foot back and flow through your vinyasa. Inhale upward and exhale downward facing dog. Now raise your left leg, three-legged dog, and make small pulses here. And then step your left leg in between your hands, right foot in a 90-degree angle, warrior two. Left knee is bent, arms are active. And then flip your left palm, shift forward, and reach your arm over your head into your reverse warrior. Your right arm is placed around the waist, and breathe here. Now come back into your warrior two, straighten your left leg, and come into Trikonasana, the triangle pose. Your hand is either placed on your shin, ankle, or the floor, or you can again take a block for support. Your gaze is towards your upper fingers, your legs are engaged. And now gaze to the floor, come back into warrior two, and then cartwheel your hands down and step back into plank and flow through your vinyasa. Inhale upward, exhale downward facing dog. One round of breath here. Now raise your right leg into the air, step in between your hands, and raise your arms up into the sky into your high lunge. And then tap your left knee to the mat, engage your legs here, and repeat a few times. And then place your left hand to the mat, open your chest and reach your right arm into the sky. Stay here in your twist and breathe. And then come back into your high lunge. Now rotate your right arm back and twist your torso to the right side. And then place your right hand to your back thigh and open your chest. Your left arm reaches over your head. Bring your arms back parallel to the floor, cartwheel the hands down and place your left leg onto the mat. Now inhale, arms into the sky, and exhale, sink the hips down. Hands back to the mat and come into your half split. Now flow into low lunge and half split alternately. Inhale, low lunge, and exhale, half split. And with your next exhalation, stay in your half split. Square your hips, make sure they are in line with each other, and flex your front foot. Now come back into your low lunge, tuck your left toe, and come into your three-legged dog. Now flow through your one-legged vinyasa. Inhale upward, exhale downward facing dog. Now stay here for a few breaths. You can also always go into child's pose. With your next inhalation, raise your left leg and step in between your hands, come into your high lunge. Shoulders away from the ears and stay here. And now here as well, tap your knee on the mat and repeat a few times. Two more. And then bring your right hand to the mat, open your chest and bring your left arm into the sky. Breathe here. Come back into your high lunge and twist to the left side, arms parallel to the floor, gaze back. And then come into your reverse triangle pose. Place your left hand onto your upper thigh, right arm over your head. Breathe here. And then transition from your high lunge into your low lunge. Inhale, arms up, and exhale, sink the hips down. Place your hands onto your mat and come into your half split. Inhale, low lunge, and exhale, half split. Repeat a few times. Now stay in your half split. Make sure that your hips are in one line, your spine is straight, and your left foot is flexed. And then come back into your low lunge, tuck your right toes, and come into your three-legged dog. And then flow through your one-legged vinyasa. Meet me in downward dog, and take a few breaths here. And then bend your knees, step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, arms up into the sky. And exhale, hands in Anjali Mudra. Shake everything out. We will now continue with our balancing sequence. Place your left hand on your hip. Bring body weight into your left leg. Lift your right knee up, grab your big toe with your middle and index finger. Extend your right leg out to the front, as much as it's possible for you. Spine straight and pull your right shoulder back. And then extend your leg to the side, gaze to the left. Find a point to focus that is not moving, and if your right knee is bent, that's totally fine. And then extend your leg back to the front, let go of your big toe, and place your hands on your hips. Hold your leg up just a little bit longer, and release. Very good. And then onto the other side, right hand on your hip. Lift off your left knee, reach for your big toe with your middle and index finger, and extend your leg as much as possible. And then extend your left leg to the side, gaze to the right, and engage your core. Now bring your leg back to the front. Left hand onto your hip and hold here. Engage your leg. Just one more breath. And release. Beautiful. Now inhale, arms up into the sky, fall forward, half lift, step back into plank, inhale upward, and exhale downward facing dog. And then bend your knees, step or jump to the front of your mat, and come all the way up. And exhale, hands in Anjali Mudra. Now bring body weight into your left leg, and wrap your right leg around your left. Find eagle arms, cross your left arm underneath and around your right. Squeeze the arms together, Lift your elbows up in line with your shoulders. Stay here for a few breaths and really engage your legs here. Now slowly release your bind and reach your leg back until it's parallel to the floor. Come into your warrior 3. Hips are squared. Keep a slight bend in your knee and reach the arms back. Find your stability here. And then slowly release your right leg to the floor. Come into your plank and flow through your vinyasa. One round of breath in your downward dog. Now bend your knees, step to the front of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift, exhale forward. Inhale, arms up to the sky, and exhale, hands in Anjali Mudra. Now wrap your left leg around your right. Find eagle arms. Cross your right arm underneath and around your left and squeeze the arms together. And then slowly come into your warrior 3. Make sure that your hips are squared, foot is flexed, and bring your arms back. And then release your left leg to the mat, come into plank and flow through your vinyasa. Now either stay here in your downward dog or go into child's pose. Now come back to your downward dog, bend your knees and jump directly into your sitting position. Release all the tension in your legs. And then slowly come onto your back. We will now go into the bridge pose. Hip distance apart, inch your feet as close to your glutes as possible, and bring your arms alongside your body, palms down. Inhale, press down firmly through your feet and lift your hips. Open your chest and breathe into your lower belly. And then reach your right leg up and make small pulses here. And then release. Bring your left leg up into the sky and also make small pulses here. Now bring your leg back down, stay for one more breath in your bridge pose, reach your hips as high as possible and engage your legs. And then release, hug your knees into your chest, give your lower back a massage. Now you can either do another round of bridge pose or you can come into wheel pose. Hips distance apart, and for wheel pose, bend your elbows, bring the palms of your hands overhead by your ears with the fingertips pointing towards your feet. Inhale and press down into your palms and your feet as you lift your shoulders and hips up off the floor. Whenever it is enough for you, tuck your chin into your chest and lower down slowly. Once you're back down on the mat, come into the counter pose, the seated forward bend. Inhale, lengthen your spine, and exhale, fall forward, hinging from the hips. Feet are flexed, and breathe into this stretch. Now slowly release and place the sole of your right foot to the outside of your left upper thigh. Inhale, reach the right arm overhead and place it behind you and hook your elbow behind your right knee. Exhale, twist to the right. Your left foot is flexed. Keep lengthening your spine with every inhalation and twist a bit more with every exhalation. And now slowly release and repeat on the other side. Bring the sole of your left foot to the outside of your right upper thigh. Bring your arm back and twist to the left, hooking your elbow behind your left knee. Right foot is flexed. And then slowly come out of your twist and find your way onto your back. And then bend your knees, bring them close to your chest, and cross the right ankle over the left thigh close to the knee. Flex the right foot to protect the knee. For a deeper stretch, you can thread your right hand through the legs and bring the left hand behind the lifted thigh. Pull the thigh towards your torso, but don't force it. Relax the shoulders to the ground and take deep breaths here. You can also place your right hand on your upper thigh to open your right hip a bit more. And now slowly release and cross the left ankle over your right thigh close to the knee. Flex your left foot to protect the knee. And again, clasp your hands behind the lifted thigh. Or place your left hand on your upper thigh to open your left hip a bit more. Relax the shoulders to the ground and release all the tension here. And then bring your legs back to your mat. For the Reclined Butterfly Pose, bring the soles of the feet together with the knees out to the side, making a diamond shape with your legs. Place your hands on your belly or to the sides and stay here for a few breaths. And then slowly bring your legs together and draw your knees towards your chest. And then extend your left leg and straighten your right leg up towards the ceiling, holding the back of your thigh to deepen the stretch. You can also keep a slight bend in your right knee. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings and breathe here. And then change sides, hug your left knee in and straighten your leg up toward the ceiling, holding the back of your thigh to deepen the stretch. Stay here and breathe. And then release. Bring both of your knees towards your chest one more time. Lift your head off the floor and engage everything. Hold here. And release to the ground. Coming into your well-deserved Savasana. Bring your feet as wide as your mat and let them fall to the sides. Relax your arms a few inches away from your body, palms facing up. Gently close your eyes. Make any final adjustments so that you're completely comfortable. Breathe naturally. Allow your whole body to sink into the floor. Relax your right leg from your toes to your hip. Relax your right arm from your fingers to your shoulders. Relax your belly, your chest. Relax your left arm from your fingers to your shoulders. Relax your left leg from your toes to your hips. Relax your face. Relax the point between your eyebrows. Relax your whole body. There's nothing you have to do. Just lay here, concentrate on your breath, and I call you back when it's time. Slowly come back to your physical body and start making small movements with your fingers and your toes. Reach your arms over your head. Take a nice long stretch. Just do whatever feels good right now. And then come onto your right side and stay here for another moment. Whenever you're ready, come back into a seating position. Remain your eyes closed. And take a moment to thank yourself for showing up on your mat today and thanking your body for being your sacred vessel. We'll close the practice by singing Om together 3 times. Exhale and inhale for Om. Place your hands in front of your heart and take one last deep breath in and out. Now slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.